Welcome to the SOAR Show. I'm Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Carrie, and we're back at Champies. I'm going to quit saying that because this is just rare to film nowadays.
Right.
Love it.
Yay.
Yeah, it's our place.
Yeah. And no masks. We don't even have to wear masks when we walk in.
Thank
here now.
goodness. Thank you.
Rutherford County. But stay healthy. Wash your hands. Today we're going to talk about truth. And to quote a meme, it's better to be slapped with the truth than kissed with a lie. So we'll talk about that. But first, our words.
Words of the day.
My word.
Okay, that did not go right. So
We totally missed it.
oh, I forgot. We practiced that before the show started. Okay. All right. Our words.
Of
The
Day.
Yay! What you got, Sheila?
Gosh, my word today is compromise. Have
Ah.
you all ever been in that position where you just really want your way? It's got to be my way or the highway.
Every day.
I don't care.
Every day,
I know.
every
I
day.
deal with this a lot too. I know
Yeah.
it's a challenge, but I will say you have to learn to compromise because it can't always be your way or the highway.
That's like
So-
long range planning. If you compromise a little bit here, what are you going to get down the road?
That's exactly right. That's right.
Ooh, think
Yeah.
ahead for the
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah.
So if you've been stubborn, unwilling to compromise, I'm just encouraging you to take a step back, re-examine, and see if there's a compromise in there so that it's a win-win for all parties.
Yes.
Which makes everybody happier in the end.
Yeah,
Anyway.
of course.
Yeah. My word is sell. Real estate agents, we sell. But I think about that we're constantly selling. We're constantly selling something. We're selling our attitude. We're selling our mood. We're selling happy versus sad. Positive versus negative. We're always selling something when we walk into a room. So be careful of what you're selling.
My word is near and dear to you and me both. Senior. Why?
High school senior.
There you go. There you
Oh,
go.
I thought
Brett
you
and I
meant
both
like
have
y'all are
seniors.
getting old. We're
No.
not. They're seniors.
Right. I was about to say,
We're both in the middle of the FAFSA, if you know what that is, free application for financial student aid. You've got just a few weeks to get that in. That's a lot of benefits for your kids, so go ahead and do it. Whether you think you qualify or not, there's grants and loans and all sorts of things. So anyhow, Rebecca and I are both we're thinking about college and what our seniors are going to do, right? I've got on my Siegel shirt. Shout out to Siegel High School.
She dressed for it.
there you go.
My word for today is thankful because today is my birthday. Happy birthday! Yes. And
That's why she knew exactly what day the next show
I
was.
sure did. Yes, so I am so thankful. And it's also my anniversary, which I chose to get married on my birthday to celebrate being married to my beautiful, beautiful, precious husband. So I'm thankful for my husband. For God having me born on this day. I'm thankful for you all. I'm thankful to be here on my birthday with you all. And I'm very thankful for my daughter. I'm thankful.
Yeah.
What a great word.
Thank-
Great topic.
Thankful.
Yes, love it.
Me too. Remember to be thankful because you're selling thankfulness. When you have a smile like Rebecca's, you're saying, happy.
But I'm not compromising today.
It's her day.
Yeah, you don't have to compromise on this day.
That's right.
At
Okay.
all. At all.
Okay, so do we have a fun fact?
We do. Okay, so we're talking about what? Lies?
To my honesty versus.
That's right. So did you all know that January is the spike month for lies? So on average, people lie 7 times a day in January, 4 times a day otherwise, any other given month. But you know why?
Why?
They're lying about the vacation plans they had in December. They're lying about the family gatherings they had. They're lying about the weight loss program they're about to start or did start and maybe didn't do so well.
So how much they spend on Christmas gifts.
I was gonna say, or what they got.
Yeah,
okay.
that's right, that's right.
But you
So
just-
I be watching all y'all in January.
Here's what makes me sad about that. People that have to lie about their family
Oh.
get-togethers. People are more lonely at the holidays than we ever even think about.
So true, so true.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't luck. So yeah, that's a great to go along with our topic. But first, a current event.
You know what? We're headed into October.
So Halloween, fall.
There we go. We got all our holidays, and we got to be truthful and watch our diet so we don't have to lie in January. How about that?
That was nice. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? We just talked about that before the show. How easy it is to kind of watch your weight, and here I speak, who's probably put on 15 pounds since March, but we talked about this a little bit before the show, is ordering a lettuce wrap instead of the bun, or getting the gumbo without the rice, or getting the side of vegetable versus the french fries. And sometimes that's even better. I love really good cooked broccoli, or
It is better.
Yeah.
It is better.
it's better for you, but I mean, sometimes it tastes better.
It's that compromise for that long range goal of weight loss, so you don't have to feel that need in the moment
Yeah.
of all this fattening, sugary, or
It's all finding a balance.
Right, like leave off the bread so you can fit in your jeans the next day.
There you
Leave
go.
off that second shot of tequila so you can function the next day.
all right, you went too far, Carrie.
Yeah, I know. We're not giving up our tequila.
You went too far.
Yeah. All right, but yeah. So anyway, real quick tip here. Side note. Yeah. All right, let's talk about truth, which I was probably wrong about the second shot of tequila, but gosh, truth. Sometimes we're so quick when someone says, "What does this look like? Does this look okay?" And we're just like, "Yeah, it looks great." Take a minute. That person's probably worth hearing the truth, right? I think you're deceiving them if you lie, and you're thinking they're not worth anything better than your quick lie.
You have to pick your battles though and choose the right moment. I see a lot of people that hold on to that truth until someone gives them a little bit of truth,
Oh, you mean like a back at you?
and they do the back at you. And in English language fallacies, it's called the tu quoque. Well, you too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I've gained some weight, but you have too. But
Right.
your makeup looks horrible. Your haircut's terrible. Do it out of love,
Yes.
Yeah.
not out of revenge or anger.
Or to be a complete asshole.
Yeah.
Just, yes, it needs to be truthful out of love.
Constructive criticism. It needs to be
Yes.
in the moment of helping that person be a better person.
So we all tell white lies every day. If someone says, "How are you doing?" "I'm okay. I'm good. I'm this. I'm that." And maybe you're not, and maybe that's not the right person to expand on what's happening with your day. But if that's the case, you need that right person to share with and confide in and feel better about after you've shared some things. But be really cautious about those white lies because they can mount up. And just be really cautious about not lying for the full intent of lying, because then you have to cover up that lie with another lie that causes additional stress in your life. You're trying to remember, what did I say about that? Now I've got to try to figure. Not worth it. Just be honest. And in our lines of work, many times when I'm dealing with my seller clients, one of the very first things I ask them is, "Do I have your permission to be honest?" When we walk through their house and we talk about things. And obviously, what's their answer going to be? They're going to go, "Of course, I want you to be honest. Tell me." And that opens the door for me to kindly, respectfully talk about some things which might otherwise be difficult to talk about or point out. Well, this Brewster collection or this or that, most buyers don't want to see this. And so if you ever have doubt, if you can be honest with someone, just ask permission right up front.
And open
There's a
yourself,
way.
open yourself up to that constructive criticism.
Yes.
Because research actually shows us that constructive criticism or somebody asking for somebody just to be honest with you about something doesn't change your identity. It actually, research shows it helps you trust yourself more, where you learn to grow as a person. But open yourself up to that.
That's a good point. You also are showing your character, I think, because in any given way, think about how many people you want to go ask the right question to because you know they're going to be honest. And whether that person comes off abruptly to you sometimes and you don't want to hear the truth, when you're looking for the truth, you know who to go to. Because that person has already established their character.
Yeah.
They're a very honest person. And I like what you said. You're building your own self-confidence in yourself. Because you know you were truthful. You know the girl beside you said she looked great in that skirt, and you said, "I don't love it on you." You know you were being honest, and you're like, the other one's like, she just told her whatever she wanted to hear.
It sounded good at the moment.
Yeah, and in the end, that's not what that girl needed. She needed to know to go change the skirt or whatever for the moment.
Yeah, and that truth needs to be something that's going to help or elevate that individual. If you're giving people truth just to be nasty and knock people down, then maybe that doesn't need to be said at that moment.
Well, yeah.
Maybe you need to reframe it.
Well, I don't think anyone's doing it to knock it
Intense.
down. If someone walks, I think if someone walks out here and says, "Hey, we're fixing to film the show. Does this look good?" and all of y'all said, "Yeah, it's great," but then somebody walked by and was like, and told me the truth. I don't think that if you had told me the truth, you were being rude. I think you were being honest, which is what I was looking for.
It depends on the setting. think it really depends on the person, the setting, what's going on. Yeah, I think
Well, I
have
don't
to-
know that there would ever be an opportunity where I would tell someone they look good in something if they didn't, regardless of the setting. I think I'm just that person.
Oh, well, I see what you're saying.
I'm helping her out. I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
working.
But if she's getting ready to, let's say, film a show, she has no other clothes to change into, and you tell her.
Yeah,
she
but now
doesn't
she's
look
filmed
good.
the show in something she doesn't look great in. So I think I would have served her purpose by saying, let's adjust it, let's put a tie around it. And that's
Well,
it.
now, if you have a solution, right.
Yeah.
If there's no solution, is it gonna help her?
Is it constructive?
Is it constructive? If
Yeah.
there's-
I see your point,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. I think it depends on the situation and the
Just let
scenario.
her roll, girl.
And the intent,
Yeah.
yeah. So if I ever walk out, at any point, see, that's what I do, I expect complete honesty. If I walk out
That's
there
what
like,
I'm
girl,
talking
that eyeliner, no, don't kill that, or that
Right.
lip color, or whatever, yeah, y'all better say
Thank
something.
you. Don't save the day for me because I'm fixing to go on film. Stop me if I'm fixing to go on film and tell me, that's not working.
Or in real
Yeah.
life, or even in real life, yeah.
Even in real life, yeah.
Yeah, I always, well, I'm more mature, and so I always tell my hairdresser, okay, when I get to the age where I need to go gray, or this blonde isn't working, or the length of my hair isn't working, you better tell me. Do not let my friends have to go, girl, get a haircut.
Yes.
I want my hairdresser to be brutally honest, because she's the pro,
Well,
right?
here's what I like about what you're saying though. You're almost already honest with yourself about it. You're already being honest with yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because deep down you know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for you to even say that, you're like, okay, I know. I've seen plenty of women who are wearing it too long. Like, I need mine cut too right now. But I think deep down, sometimes we know our own truth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I've been in the grocery store where, never mind.
Well, and something else you can have, like somebody else do too, a big part, as y'all know, I used to be a school teacher or in education for 25 years, and a big part of that is that you have people come in and observe you teach and give you feedback and constructive criticism. And I would encourage you to kind of do that in your in your job or in your role. It's hard to do because people can watch you and they, there might be things that you do, mannerisms that you do, or things that you need to change. I found out when I was teaching one time that I'm an ummer. And the person observing me said, I counted you in the first how many minutes you said 22 times. And at first I was like, I'm not an ummer. That's offensive to me. But she didn't want to be an ummer. Right, yeah. So again, it's being welcoming yourself up for that feedback and opening yourself up for that feedback.
Right. And here's what, so let's go back to the scenario we were just talking about. So suppose, Kathleen, you were like, well, there's nothing she's got to change, so you're good, Carrie. Because she ain't going to do change. So then I go and watch it back, and I'm like, holy cow, Kathleen said it was good. Now, what did that just do to my opinion of you in the future if you tell me the truth or not? So I think that that's what's important, is setting that, that character of you being such an authentic person.
Yes.
I think that's important. I mean, I know what you're saying,
Yeah, but see,
you're
if you-
almost in a trap because if they hate it later, they're going to go, well, I'm not asking Kathleen.
But you don't have to say you look good. If there's no other options, you can say, you know what, girl, you got this. It doesn't
Work
matter
with
what
it.
you look like. Work with it, girl.
Work with
We'll
it.
fix it in the editing.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
I think,
That's
you know,
good.
so
Yeah.
I think your point, or I should say what I got from your point is to say something negative when there's no other alternative, and
Right.
she knows you've got to be meeting a client or taping a SOAR show or being
Yeah.
in the forefront of something, and if she's planted that negative seed, it is back here gnawing at you the entire time you're doing whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
because you couldn't change it.
Yeah. That's a
And so
very good
that's
point.
what I picked
Yes.
up from your point.
Right.
Anyway.
I've heard other great managers say, don't bring me a problem unless you're also bringing me the solution.
Yes.
I've seen this issue with our team, but here's my idea how to make it better.
Right.
Just complaining
Well, you
as
know what?
in,
Our show last week was about being a catalyst.
yeah.
And so I had looked up the word catalyst, and it was talking about how to recognize who is a catalyst and who could be a catalyst in your life. And the main thing you were looking for was someone who, it seems like energy swirls around them and they're full of new ideas and solutions. And they're trying to fix things. So, exactly.
Yeah.
You want someone, you're right. Well, what am I going to do about it?
Yes.
Okay,
Come-
well, you're
come with a
worthless to
solution.
me if you don't even have anything I can do about it. Yeah. Yeah, I get that, exactly. But just think about that person though that sometimes you don't you aren't honest with because you're trying not to hurt their feelings, but in the end, did you give them the value they deserve by not telling them the truth? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I look at it like that, you know, like even if someone came up to you just right now and you've been watching them, Rebecca, you lead a team in real estate, and maybe you got someone on your team that you're just not seeing it. You're just like, it's not clicking. Are we more valuable to kind of have that talk with them that I'm not sure that this is where you should be? Or to keep encouraging them, and 5 years down the road, they've made no money, their life's falling apart.
I've never thought about it like that. I think you just said the V word, and you said you being truthful like that truly shows that you do care and you value somebody
It does.
else. That's huge.
Well, it does, because not everybody's on the right seat on the bus. And sometimes it takes a really strong person to have a really hard conversation to say, you know, maybe this is not your best position. However, I see this skill set in you. You would be ideal for this job.
Or there you are
handling
problem
these
solving.
duties.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to encourage people, if that person is truthful to you because they value you so much that you're very quick that you don't react. Think about what they've said. Think about it. You might completely disagree, but at least think about it and act. Don't react.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being defensive is usually the first technique we employ when, I mean, all you can say is, thank you for your input. I've heard you and I appreciate your opinion.
Yes.
I value your input.
And you know, this sort of, we're talking about lies versus being truthful, honest opinions, etc. I just want to talk for a moment about truth and trust. And we all know, in our business especially, once trust is broken, it's pretty much broken. And it takes so long to come back from that place of brokenness. So for me, it's far better to just lay the truth on the table and work through it, find a compromise, figure out how to come to a solution based on the truth of both parties, all parties, whatever, than it is to live a lie or to be dishonest with someone and then deal with it. Because once the trust is broken, it's very difficult to make
Right,
it come back.
That's huge. I have a friend of mine that interviewed, he's a real estate agent in Florida, and he interviewed with the real estate agent that actually sold Howard Hughes's house. And he actually asked him, you're one of the top real estate agents in the entire United States. What is your number one advice? And he said, always be truthful.
Yes.
Exactly what Sheila said. Do the right things, because it will burn you if you don't. It will burn you.
Yeah,
And he said,
absolutely.
just be truthful. Be
Yes,
honest.
because how do you go back and have that next conversation if you're having to backtrack that you weren't honest to begin with? So I like the word that you use, trust, because you are building trust when people know they can come to you for the right answer, whether it's what they want to hear or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they could say, well, I know this is going to hurt, but I'm going to go ask her because she's going to be completely honest with me about this. So I think that's a good thing to do. Because I think about the people that are on American Idol because their family said they could sing and they suck.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
so weird.
look at you could hurt.
I
you
just
could
want to go, no.
Yes,
Who
you
told
could
you you
save
could sing?
their heartbreak.
Oh.
Yeah. So think about that.
Mhm.
You're making a difference by being truthful, even though it might hurt somebody's feelings for a minute. Right.
Well, you know, we talked about this before. Last thing, it's all in presentation. You can present the truth in a hurtful manner, or you can present the truth in a loving, kind manner, constructive manner. So just choose the right,
Yeah,
choose the
and
right method.
the whole topic wasn't about to be rude. It was about bringing value to people.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
it.
I'm really not loving that red. It doesn't bring out your eyes like the brunette did. You know, things like that, because I might really feel that. Like, wow, your eyes were popping when you had brown hair. Now it's red. I'm not loving it. I mean, do you for a day, but I just gave you my honest advice.
And that needs to be like our thing. Be truthful to bring value to people.
Yeah, truth brings value. Yeah.
Very good.
My health tip has nothing to do with our topic at all, because it's my birthday and I'm telling everybody to celebrate yourself. Do something to celebrate yourself. It helps you mentally, physically, socially, spiritually. Take time, just a little celebration for yourself.
As in what? What are you going to do for yourself today?
Well, on my birthday, my favorite meal, I've never told this to anybody except for my husband, is a good old peanut butter and jelly sandwich with Ruffles potato chips. That is my favorite. at lunch for my birthday.
Aw.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich and good old Ruffles
Do you
potato
put the chips in the sandwich?
I do not, but I like all the flavors go together. But yeah, that kind of weirds me out doing that. You know, I know some
put
people
my
do.
chips in my bologna sandwich before.
Mhm.
Isn't that good?
And then
Yeah.
I
Yes.
always
Oh, yeah.
will toast myself at the sunset. I believe in the sunset. I need to live in Key West. I believe in toasting myself on my birthday at the sunset with a good glass of prosecco.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Toast your honesty.
Yeah, toast your honesty because you value yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
All right.
That's
Love
the
that
SOAR show. See ya.
SOAR.